guys, happy Tuesday. I don't know about you, losing track of the days. But I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and sane, I think is the important thing, that you're all staying sane. So first time I've live streamed from here. I'll probably play around a little bit more with the lights and the acoustics, but we cleared out our guest room. So basically I can do some clinics in here for you guys this week. Please feel free to check in. Let me know where you're joining us from. Tag your local franchise, and we'll get started with our core clinic today. So we're going to do a short core workout. You guys can always come back again to watch this. It's just going to be live streamed into the group. We'll save it under units for fitness, and you don't need any equipment for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do my best to show modifications for moms who are pregnant, moms who are newly postpartum, and just basically show you some different levels of challenges for these different exercises. So this is something that you can do, this routine, you can do most days. So this isn't the kind of thing like, oh, we did a really intense leg workout, let's give our legs a break and do upper body. Core, this is not a 60-minute workout. It's going to be pretty short, but what we're going to do is we're going to stack it. So we'll go through it one time and then we're going to repeat it again. So what we're going to start with right now is a breathing overview. So what I want you to think about, and please make sure if you guys don't already have water that you grab some. Definitely want to remember to stay hydrated even during a short workout. So with our breathing, what I want you to focus on is exhale on the exertion. So I'm going to remind you throughout this process when to focus on your breath, when to focus on your exhale, and sometimes we will do a slow, deep breathing pattern. So I'll just have you guys relax on your mat if you don't have children climbing on top of you, and just take a deep breath in. Relaxed abdominals, relaxed pelvic floor, and then exhale, and just drawing those abdominals in, specifically where your seatbelt comes across. And then the next breath in, nice deep breath in, relax abdominals as you exhale and draw in here. I also want you to think about lifting your pelvic floor. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times. So nice deep breath in, and then exhale. And up. We'll do that a couple more times here. Deep breath. And one more time. All right, so that is our long, deep breathing pattern. We will do that with some of our movements. We will switch to some different breathing patterns during different movements. So as an example, we're going to go from a movement where we're holding, so that's where we will do our long, slow breathing, to enter the position, to hold in the position, to exit the position. And then if we're adding a pulse, we'll be doing a quicker breath pattern. So let's go ahead and practice the quick breath pattern. So we will start with that deep breath in. And then what I want you to focus on is a quick exhale. It's a little loud, it sounds a little intense, it probably won't be that exaggerated, but I do want to make sure that you guys can at least hear me. It doesn't mean that you have to be audible in your exhale. It's more of making that connection to what I'm trying to communicate on the exhale and engaging on the exhale. Now what we'll do is we'll do that quick exhale again. Envision that you're pulsing in an exercise, but I also want you to add a quick pelvic floor lift, okay? So it's all right, relax and take a deep breath. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our compression next. So that was an overview of our deep, slow breathing pattern, and then our short, quick breathing pattern, because we'll do a combination of both depending on the movement. Now we're going to go into compression. So I'm going to come up to my knees. I might lose my head in this. I'm going to show you visually, and then I will come back down to a seated position. So you guys can come up to your knees. thumbs are touching and they're on your belly button. And then when you form this triangle position, your hands will now be, your fingertips are pretty much right on top of your transverse muscles. And this is where we're gonna focus. When I talk about your seatbelt coming across, it's below your navel, okay? So I'll take 2 deep breaths in here, and then exhale, and I'm drawing in right underneath those fingertips. Going to the side might help a little bit more. So inhale, belly rises, exhale. Hands releasing so you can watch. Inhale, and then exhale, drawing in. So one thing to think about with that inhale is you're not pushing the belly out or pushing the pelvic floor down, you're just relaxing it a little bit, okay? But when I work with clients, I can see that visual. When I turn to the side, I can see it has nothing to do with body weight. It simply has to do with the muscles engaging on that exhale. So I want you to be incredibly aware of your breathing and engaging your transverse muscles and engaging your pelvic floor muscles. At the end of the day, the most important thing is just breathe. So please don't get too stressed out about, oh my gosh, am I supposed to exhale? Am I supposed to, don't overwhelm yourself with the idea of when to breathe. I will give you some cueing here and there to remind you with each movement. But we are going to start now with our movements. We're going to start with a 2 by 12. And what that is today is it's 2 exercises. Each exercise is going to be about 12 reps. And I say about because as a trainer, sometimes we lose count and add in a couple more. So I will admit that right now. 2 exercises, 12 reps each, and then we're going to repeat. And some of these exercises, we're going to take up the intensity a little bit. So make sure you've got your mat ready, grab a sip of water, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I don't have music today because I don't know how it's going to work with the sound and the acoustics in here. So we'll see how it goes, and you guys are always welcome to put music on. There's always music in my head. So we are going to start. Our first 2 by 12 is going to be a head lift with a reach and pulse. So before you lie down on your back, what I want you to do, roll to your left side, come down to your shoulder, and then roll onto your backs. And I always want you to be aware of that movement, that you're not coming straight up. And the reason for that is that we want to avoid creating excessive intra-abdominal pressure. The reason for that is that a DR, or a diastasis recti, is very, very common postpartum. Doesn't automatically go away after you have a baby. I have checked women who are 6, 12 years postpartum and they still have a DR. So we don't want to make it worse in the movements and the exercises that we're doing. So when you're getting up and down, just be careful and aware that you're moving to your left side to get down, and the same thing when we come up from this position, which is called a supine position. All right, so we're going to start here with our head lift. Very different from a crunch. We're going to start with 12 reps. Just gently bring those fingertips behind your ears. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, curling up, looking towards your belly button. Inhale as you bring it down. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. All right, so I'm going to totally lose count now as we continue to do reps, and hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to cue you through this as you continue with your head lift. Your feet should be about hip width, shoulder width apart. As you curl up, you're pressing your belly button towards your spine. And as you bring your head back, you should notice a natural curve in your lumbar spine. So the natural curve here, inhale. As I exhale, I'm really pressing that low back into the mat. And then just a couple more things to consider as we finish out our reps here is I am only coming high enough so that the tips of my shoulder blades are just barely coming off the mat. I'm bringing my chin towards my chest, looking towards my belly button, so looking to see that I'm pressing those transverse muscles down. You can actually put your hands there if it helps, fingertips, and feel those deep transverse muscles. And just keeping that breathing relaxed, your head and your neck relaxed, and then bring it down. All right, I am sure we did 12 reps there, probably a lot more. All right, this next one, so this is the 2x12, this is the second part. You're gonna curl it up, chin towards your chest, extend those arms straight, and we're gonna reach and pulse. 12. This is the quick breathing pattern. 9, 10, 11, 12. Head and shoulders down. What I want you to do here is just relaxed breathing, relax your neck and shoulders. If you had a lot of pain or discomfort in your neck during that pulse, feel free to just bring one hand back to gently cradle with your fingertips. That can help a lot. All right, so we're gonna go through that one more time, then we're gonna move on to our next exercise. Fingertips behind your ears, deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, bringing it up, and inhale down. One more thing to think about with this movement is as you come back, I want you to be careful not to flare your rib cage out, right? So we don't want to flare up like this. We want to keep a little bit of compression there. And again, if it helps to bring your fingertips down to your transverse muscles, or even just bring your hand into this position so that you have that one part of the triangle place, thumb on your belly button, and feel for those transverse muscles as you curl it up, chin towards your chest, a little bit of a hold at the top. Do 4 more. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold this one up, going right into our pulse to finish out for 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Head and shoulders down. Resting that neck, resting your shoulders. Everyone doing okay? All right, we're gonna move into our next exercise, which is a bridge, hold, and pulse. So checking again that those feet are about hip width apart. Deep breath in. Exhale. We're gonna lift those hips up into a bridge. All right, so you have the option here to either hold this bridge, keep your palms on the mat. You can rotate your palms to the ceiling. You can bend at your elbows so your forearms are off. So each of these transitions is increasing your instability. Or to really move into an unstable position, you can probably see me swaying a little bit. You can extend those arms up towards the ceiling. So we're gonna hold here for about 20 seconds, taking a couple of deep breaths in while you're here holding this bridge. And you can shift the weight into your heels and just kind of feel the different muscles engage, and then bring your feet flat. Shift your weight into your toes, lifting your heels up. And again, feeling that distribution of weight and muscles engaging. Feet flat. And then we're going to go ahead and bring those hands down as we go into our pulse. So palms are down. We're going to lower those hips a couple of inches, squeeze your glutes, and up. And we're going to pulse for 12. So notice the breathing pattern changes again to that quick exhale, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, a very slow release, one vertebrae at a time. And just paying attention to where you notice any instability, whether it's side-to-side instability, or maybe you drop quickly at some point, a couple of vertebrae down out of that. All right, we're gonna go through that one more time. Palms are down. Deep breath in. Engage those glutes. Hips are up. Option to keep those palms down or increase the balance challenge or take it all the way up for our second round. All right, we're holding here. Again, focusing on shifting that weight distribution. Let's bring that weight into our heels so that our toes are curled up. Deep breath here. Switch the position. So now your toes are down and your heels are up. Deep breath. And now we're going to introduce a brain game, which is heels are up. I want you to take your left heel and bring it down. Bring that heel back up. Right heel. Bring it down. Both heels up. Both feet flat. Left toes are up. Right toes are up. Left toes are down. Right toes are down. Palms to the mat. Deep breath in. And then let's change our breathing pattern. Drop those hips a couple of inches. Exhale. And we're up for 12. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Holding here, taking another deep breath in to prepare. And then as you exhale, bringing it down one vertebrae at a time. Great job. Hips are down. All right, let's go ahead and roll to our left side. Pushing up to seated. I know that's an easy thing to forget if you haven't brought that into your practice and into your movement. All right, from here we are going to transition into a plank. We're going to do a straight arm plank for 20 and then a forearm plank for 20. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of different options with plank. You probably have modifications from your baby boot camp class. So if the first one is going to be on straight arm, all right. You have the option here to do this on your knees as long as your shoulders are over your hands. It doesn't matter if your feet are down or your feet are up. It does not affect the plank position. So the other thing that you can do is you can start on your toes and then transition to your knees. So let's start it out. We're up and holding. Straight line from the top of your head to the tip of your tailbone, ears away from your shoulders. And let's focus on the deep breathing pattern. So inhale, and then as you exhale, think about a string pulling your belly button towards your spine. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to your knees, lower to your stomach and your forearms. And then what I want you to do here in this position is pull your shoulders towards your hands and then engage your abdominals. Pull your belly button towards your spine for a deeper stretch through your abdominals. Now, if you are pregnant, primarily third trimester, instead of coming to your stomach, I want you to come to hands and knees, and actually everybody can come to this position now. So during the last trimester of pregnancy, when in doubt about any particular movement, this is a great place to come back to. So cat and cow. One more time. All right, we are going to bring it down to our second plank of our first set on our forearms this time, elbows underneath your shoulders, option to either be in this position on your knees or lifting up to your toes in 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it up and hold, focusing on that breath. So it's deep, slow breathing here. Inhale. And then exhale, pulling that belly button towards your spine. Working on lengthening as you bring your ears away from your shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to either come to your knees and stretch forward to lengthen, or for our pregnant moms, hands and knees. cat and cow. Stretching up. And inhale as you bring it forward. All right, final round, final exercise is our plank hold. 20 seconds straight arm, 20 seconds forearms, hands underneath your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, let's take it up. Now if you're ready to increase intensity, you have the option here. You can take your right foot, tap out, tap in, left foot, tap out, tap in, out, in, out, in. One more time on each side. And holding, lengthening. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretching, either cat and cow or on your forearms. And we're going to get ready to lift up to finish this out on our forearms. Elbows underneath the shoulders, toes curled under or lifting to your knees in 3, 2, 1. We are up. All right, you have the option here. You can either hold this position if you want to make it more challenging. Take your hips an inch to the right, back to center. Inch to the left, back to center. And repeat. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Left, right, left, right. Hold at center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to your stomach. Pull it forward, lengthening. From here into child's pose. So sit back onto those heels. Reach those arms forward. Option to rotate your palms to the ceiling. Get a little more stretch through those shoulders. And release. All right, we're gonna go through that whole segment one more time, a little quicker. And we'll just pick up that pace back to back to back. All right, let's grab a sip of water and then we're gonna power through. I almost forgot, left side, rolling to your back. Starting with our head lift, feet are hip width apart, fingertips behind your ears, deep breath in. We've got 12 reps. Let's exhale, up, inhale back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Focus on those transverse muscles. 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it up and pulse. 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Head and shoulders down. Deep breath. Fingertips behind your ears. Another deep breath in. Up on that exhale. Inhale back. Halfway. And 10, 11, holding number 12, chin to your chest, extend those arms and reach. 12. 11 and 12, head and shoulders down. Deep breath. On the next exhale, we're going to lift into that bridge. Deep breath in. Exhale, hips are up. Option to keep those palms down or hold in this position. We have the option to add a little more challenge in our second round here. We're going to take those hips around in a circle. So we're just going to think about drawing a little circle around with our tailbone. and 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it here and we're going to add our pulse, squeeze and lift for 12. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Palms down, deep breath in, and a slow release on that exhale. One more round. We're going to do a little more challenge on this last one. If you're ready to add it, deep breath in, exhale, hips are up. I'm going to keep my palms down. Extend that right leg. Yep, single leg bridge. Knees are aligned, foot is flexed, and we are holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching legs. Knees are aligned, left leg extended, foot flexed, holding, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet are down. We're going right into our pulse. Hips are up. I'm going to take that right foot. I'm going to cross it over like I'm doing a figure 4 stretch. Shift the weight into your left heel. Toes are curled up. Option to increase that balance challenge and pulse. 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Foot flat. Switch legs. Cross it over like a figure 4 stretch. Right foot. Weight is into your heel. Toes are curled up and pulse. 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Foot flat. Opposite foot down. Palms down. Deep breath in. And then a very slow release on that exhale. All right, guys. One more exercise. Roll to your left side. We're going to finish it out. Straight arm plank and forearm plank. So we're going to lift it up either to your knees or toes. Straight arm in 3, 2, 1. We are up. Shoulders away. Belly button to your spine on that exhale. Focus on that straight line. We're halfway. Let's bring those feet all the way together or stack that right foot on top of your left heel. Switching feet. If you're doing the toes on top of your opposite heel. And both feet down, feet all the way together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back onto your heels. Deep breath and lengthen onto your forearms. Knees or toes in 3, 2, 1. We are up. Let's draw a circle with that belly button on the mat. Draw it around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reverse that circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To your knees. Sit it back. One more time through, back into straight arm plank. And then we will stretch it out. Straight arm plank, forearm plank in 3, 2, 1. We are up. Option to hold or add a jack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, lengthen and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No cheating, right? Sit it back. Last exercise. Forearms, elbows are down. We are lifting in 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Option here to push forward an inch, back to neutral. Push forward, back to neutral. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Holding. If you start to feel this into your back, just lower to your knees. Keep that core strong. 3, 2, and 1. You did it. All right. Nice work. So from here, we're just going to do a couple stretches. You can either do this sitting onto your heels or up on your knees. either way. One hand is down, opposite arm reaching up and over. So stretching through those obliques. If your heart rate came up like me, focus on your breath, focus on your recovery, chin up, looking up towards the ceiling just slightly to open a little more here through your intercostals. And release. Let's switch sides. Reaching up and over. Looking up towards the ceiling, opening, and release. Thank you all so much for joining us today. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. If you have finished this workout, please let us know in the comments. Have a great Tuesday. We will see you soon. Bye.